do a lot. And up against Nightmare, who does play Belmonts, we've seen this matchup before go very poorly for Belmonts.
Especially over at Shockwave, I've seen Esam versus Gio, and that made this matchup look like 8-2 Pikachu's favor.
I mean, if you wanted to go just off of that game one, it looked like it was 100-0 Pikachu. But honestly, right now, man, it's up to Nightmare, and it's a good start for him to be on PS2. I think that this is one that he would want as Richter. There are a lot of big stages legal here at Odyssey, and I think that making sure that he gets one of those big stages, that he spends as much time as possible on stage rather than off, is going to be the key to his success. So we see him taking a very non-committal approach here at the start of this game one. You know, he just wants to keep the Pikachu out.
A couple of things to note too, especially in Nanoir's defensive play. Whenever he gets hit and set into tumble or disadvantage, he'll oftentimes T-jolt out of disadvantage. That's kind of a cyclable habit that tends to happen whenever he's kind of autopiloting Pikachu in disadvantage.
That'll be a good thing to look out for. Now, that's not necessarily a game killer for him against the Belmont, especially when the Belmont is playing defensively as he should in this matchup. But if Nightmare starts hitting back once he starts pressing that advantage a little more, which is a little bit uncommon for Belmont sometimes, Nanoir could find himself in trouble if he continues to rely on that same option. But right now, he's going to the Thunder Jolt a lot, but he's throwing them out in smart situations. Like, he's not staying inside Richter's threat zone while he's doing it. Nice reacting right there, not letting himself get hit by that X.
That air dodge was very clutch right there, but he's got to do some more just to keep the center stage presence. Good job catching the Holy Fire.
If he can keep that Holy Water on for a second, he's looking for a way to set that up for a confirm, and he is fine with throwing some Thunder Jolts, especially given that he is in the lead.
Especially since he's facing another zoner that can just spam projectiles like this. You want to try to, at the very least, contest and try to camp them essentially how they would you. Great converge off the Holy Fire right there. Nanoir
did not get the sweet spot on that forward smash, though, so Nightmare is definitely able to hefty live that. Now, again, Nanoir went pretty deep, but he didn't throw out any hitboxes. He tried to play, I guess, a little bit more reactively against Nightmare to try to find whatever was going to come on stage. But now that the Richter is on stage, it can be trouble for Pikachu.
Indeed. These are the percents where sweet spot fair, sweet spot up air are going to pretty much destroy Pikachu at this point. Ooh. Center stage, though, so he's not quite dead just yet.
Yeah, from center stage on Pokemon Stadium 2 for all of the legal stages, that is the furthest you'll find from the Blast Zone. From the sides, it's actually pretty close, but from the center stage on Pokemon Stadium 2, very long way to the Blast Zone. So, Nanoir's still going to be living, but not by a lot. That up B would have done it.
Oh, and a harder punish should have been had off of that missed DP right there from Richter. Still keeping his first stock and getting the fair to close out Nanoir's. Interesting.
That was like point blank, too. He definitely just called out Nanoir dropping that shield. I wonder if maybe he's picked up on a little bit of a rhythm from Nanoir. Ooh, right there, though.
I assume so, yeah. Conditioning, saving that dash attack to the very last instance where he needs it to kill. That move does crazy knockback.
I can't believe how strong that move is. I can't believe that Nightmare just might be dead. He did get the tether right there, but he is gone. And that's what I'm talking about right there, is Nanoir was waiting to react to something off stage and then finish off the stock. And he waited to see if Nightmare would try to throw out the forward air. The moment he saw that he was drifting away from the ledge, that forward air was all but guaranteed.
It was just so hard to get to that point, though, because Nightmare was just doing such a good job of setting up a wall with all his mix-ups and his item throws. So, good stuff to Nanoir for closing out that stock. Can he do it again, though? For weaving around all of this.
The way he's been playing, he might not even need to. I mean, he's been playing very defensively, and Nightmare's still not committing to any sort of hard approach right now. And 3 minutes on the clock is still plenty of time, but if Nanoir can keep up a solid defense like he had at the start, he could be fine. But getting ledge trapped by Richter's hard.
It is. It's a tough place to be, and especially when you're getting up from ledge in that center area right between Art Fire and Richter, or the Holy Fire and Richter.
Definitely don't want to mess with Holy Water. Interesting that the Thunder Jolt does knock it away, because that Holy Water is a physical projectile until it detonates. So you can hit that back with just about anything.
Okay.
Nice.
Falls a little bit too early with that fair, so Nanoir is going to get a free punish off of it. Ooh, doesn't get a punish right there, though, off of that up B. Block?
Oh, he read that roll. That's so nice.
Oh, yes.
Nanoir's been going for a lot of reads now that he's in the lead. Like earlier, he was playing a lot more reactively. You can see that he's definitely, you know, he's like, all right, I got definitely a solid lead. I want to see if I can take this to something a little bit crazier.
Indeed. Oh, Nightmare using that downer just to get quickly back to center stage. Trying to find some rhythm and some distance from Nanoir before he starts to really stuff his face. And here might be a chance for the stage. Oh, he was going for it. And I mean, you kind of can't do that as Pikachu with the stock lead because you can just come back and do that.
Yeah, you can come back, hit a strong thunder, something. It just, you know, I'm not gonna call that like a total failure on Nanoir because he knew what he was getting himself into. Like
exactly. So it would have been. It was one of those things where it's like it would have been sick if it hit, but since it's not, it looked dumb.
And now, Game 2, Nightmare's going to a smaller stage on Smashville, and I'll tell you why I really like this, because I was talking about earlier, the game plan might be, as a Richter, say, okay, if I go to a big stage, I don't get knocked off as easily, but the problem with doing that, especially against a fast character like Pikachu, is you saw Nanoir went, oh, I have all this room, I can run away. I don't have to be anywhere near Richter's threat zone, and now, Nightmare says, all right, this game will be a little bit more polarizing, I might get knocked off stage more, but now it's harder for Nanoir to escape my threat zone.
Well, this stage in general works tremendously well for zoners like Richter or the Belmonts and other characters like Mega Man, Ridley. Can set up a lot of camps under this platform in the center right here and force Pikachu in a very tight situation when they're getting out of disadvantage. So I want to see Nightmare try to abuse that as much as possible.
And it looks like already he is, like especially with the lead, he goes, okay, if I can keep Nanoir in the corner, I'll come under this platform, I'll give myself a nice little protective hat, and I'll try to get this kill, and Nanoir looks like he misinputted, didn't get that second part of the quick attack, so already early lead for Nightmare, and he definitely gets to control the pace of the game right now.
This is definitely a stage where Pikachu can also get some bonuses on as well, too. That down smash can potentially kill incredibly early, especially in the right situation near the ledge.
And we saw earlier this exact situation where Nanoir got Nightmare off the stage just with one hit, and that's where Pikachu's going to make a lot of money in this matchup, but he has got to find a way around that holy water at ledge.
Indeed, man. Almost getting another sweet spot F smash right there. Oh, double parry into the up B. All right, Nightmare's got some stuff with this Belmont.
That didn't sound like it was an auto link on that parry, so if it wasn't, that's really nice from Nightmare to also get the punish after that too. It's not just a stylish parry. Now he's looking like 81% on Nanoir. One of these holy waters could potentially find him taking this stock. Pikachu's light.
I like the mix-up attempt on the up B just to go through the platform. Very nice stuff from Nightmare, trying to land with this falling up air just to extend the combo, but we get the up B instead, still keeping center stage.
Now, like I said, man, the one holy water to the forward smash, not even close to being the sweet spot, but he still got that. And that was Nanoir, you know, getting caught now that he's down on this last stock and close to being the end of that second stock. He was getting a little bit too aggressive. He wasn't watching, you know, where he was going against the projectiles. Nightmare took advantage of that.
There we go.
I was about to touch on that. After Nightmare made that last recovery, I noticed that Nanoir wasn't really going deep off stage to threaten the Richter. Nightmare was able to kind of go max distance with that tether. And that time Nanoir realized it, and he went, okay, I got to make this adaptation. I got to threaten him. And maybe this is the most threatening position for a Richter to be in.
Yes!
He still has his jump, though, so he's able to make it back. And I think Nanoir thought he might have taken it.
All right, Nanoir not fully cleaning up that stock there, but Richter, Nightmare has just been doing such a good job of keeping his distance.
That shield, by the way, after he whiffed on Nanoir's shield, was a really good bait. That he made Nanoir think it was his turn, and then bam, out comes the up B.
Well, sir, you have to wait, especially when he's out throwing all of these crosses. Oh, barely sneaks around the back air just to make it back.
I was about to say, Nanoir did the right thing by going deep there, but again, that drift from Nightmare, he's been really effective off stage, but maybe he didn't have his jump right there, so it's last stock right now.
Indeed, yep. Last stock situation, and looking to be in Nanoir's favor with this edge guard going out there with the back airs to extend.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Nightmare. Yeah. Nightmare, he needed to angle that forward air down to grab the ledge, but unfortunately, I guess he missed that. Nanoir took full advantage, got the last hit of that back air, and that is exactly what we were talking about. We saw Nightmare have a lot of success when he was up close to Nanoir on Smashville, but then the moment that he had to be in the corner when Nanoir was hitting him with those back airs and he was off stage, lost those stocks pretty early. So, I mean, it was a good gambit to go for. But I mean, like I said, Nanoir is not going to miss an opportunity to take a kill.
He's not, especially when it's up against a poor recovery character that he can exploit like Belmont. Back air has just been consistently like a perfect edge guarding duel just to stop any sort of tether recovery from coming back to stage. So it's like, why not use it? Why not exploit it as much as you can? So good stuff to Nanoir. Moving on in bracket, we also have Jamma moving on to play you.